Indie games have been really popular lately, and there's a lot of people who think they are the best games ever. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of indie games because I think they're a total waste of money. And today, we're going to talk about the prime example of that. It's a game called A Hat in Time. Now, I know a lot of people like this game, but honestly, I don't see what's so special about it. It represents everything I don't like about indie games. And what's worse is that it was a Kickstarter success. Yes, that's right. Kickstarter, the website that totally never lets everyone down, except yes, it does, because it is filled with shitty projects that steal your money. But that's besides the point. Let's get into why I don't like A Hat in Time. Okay, so let's start talking about this game now. By the way, get used to these loading screens. They're everywhere in this game. So when you start this game, you get this intro cutscene, and you play as this little girl who has a name, and her name is, get ready for this, Hat Kid. Wow! That's so original! There has never been a kid with a hat! Except for Link from Legend of Zelda, and Raz from Psychonauts, and Captain Keef. Anyway, the first thing you will notice is that the graphics are bad. This game came out in 2017, and yet it looks worse than a Nintendo Wii game. Even Super Mario Galaxy looks better than this. So you go through this hallway, and this is the hub world, by the way. And as you can see, the hub world is really small, and it doesn't have anything interesting in it. Compare this to Peach's Castle for Mario 64, and that was on the Nintendo 64. Pretty embarrassing, honestly. But yes, there's nothing else to do here, so let's just progress through the story, if you could even call it that. As you can see, we're watching a cutscene, and there is nothing interesting happening here. There's no real storytelling. There's no characters. It's just stuff happening because they couldn't afford any real writers, I guess. Oh no, they broke the window, except not really. And what? Did you see that? That door just disappeared. How did they not catch that when making this game? This game got a lot of patches, by the way, even to this day, and somehow they couldn't even be bothered to fix that mistake. They're probably too busy patching this buggy mess of a game. So now it's loading, and these loading times are so long. I can't imagine anyone thinking this is okay. We do get this 2D art though, which is the only thing that looks good in this game. It's not the best, but oh, and now we're back to shitty graphics. Hooray. So anyway, talking about the gameplay now, do you like Mario 64? Well, you're in luck because this game is basically Mario 64 but worse. You move around like so, and you can jump, but they also Like, that's it. That's all you really do here right now. You just run around and jump sometimes. You can also punch, which is completely useless. I don't know why they even bother putting that in the game. It's it's absolutely pointless. So we're chasing this character. I don't know what her name is. It's probably nothing special. Ah, these balloons are annoying. Let me get. Okay, let's go kill her, whoever she is. Oh, cutscene.
Hey you! Down there! Don't think I didn't see you stalking me! Us killers
God,
stick
she is
together
so
and support one
annoying.
another. I mean, Mafia Town can be a really dangerous place. So,
Stop
where's home?
talking, please.
Any
Your voice
contestants
is
got a
so
warm fuzzy?
annoying.
Yeah? Yikes! Looks like you. Tell you what! Come up here and I can show you where some of your junk landed!
Are you describing yourself? Haha. So yeah, we're just gonna progress through this area, and don't you love first levels where you're just being told what to do? Like, wow, I have to press a button? I never would have thought of that. Oh yeah, you also have a wall run ability, because I guess they think that people are too stupid to know how to jump across platforms. So they add this stupid wall run ability that just ignores real platforming. The platforming in this game is very boring as a result. But yes, this is all the game is right now. It is
I think one of your
just a
junky
bunch of
friends
walking
fell through the
around
rocket's fountain
and
and
doing
messed it up
very little
really good.
platforming.
When going over there, just avoid
Great
the
game
shiny
design,
junky area
guys.
and you'll be fine. Good luck, fellow rebel.
Did I mention
See
this
ya!
game looks bad? Because let me say it again, this game looked like balls. This game costs $30 when there are better looking games for a smaller price. This looks. It's worse than a Wii game. There are PS2 games that look better than this. But yeah, you're now fighting this guy who is a shiny collectathon item because every 3D platformer has this shit, and now we have to kill him. Notice how you're playing as a little girl, and your main enemies are a bunch of big old men who all look the same. Totally not pushing agendas here. But yeah, we got this thing now to finish the level. Wasn't that such a great first level? I am shaking in my boots right now. Let me tell you. Okay, this is stupid. Let's get out of here. Now we gotta sit through another long as fuck load screen. Why do people spend money on these games? You're better off saving your money for better games than this. Now we're back to this hub area because, like Mario 64, you get kicked out of the level every time you beat it. Games on Nintendo 64 stopped doing this shit, like Banjo and Donkey 64. And this game came out in the 2017s, the same year as Odyssey, which also doesn't kick you out of the level. What's their excuse? Oh yeah, nostalgia. Because nothing is more nostalgic than outdated game design that should have died 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's just like my childhood! But anyway, we now have other objectives that we could do, and you could do any of them in any order because this game has no real story. Like at this point, there's no real good motivation for why you're even doing this. It's just a bunch of stupid nonsense for the game to make you play through. But yeah, anyway, in this mission, we have to basically go to the same map again, except now it's raining because they couldn't be bothered to make different levels for different objectives. But it's efficient. They're making the most out of the same map design. Don't kid yourself. This is lousy. This is lazy. They're just doing this just because they have nothing else better to work on. Here's this dude. I'm so fat and stupid. That's their excuse for comedy there. Isn't it great? God. What kind of level design is this? All they did is just place a bunch of cubes together, and somehow that's good enough as like rocks? Rocks totally look like this in real life, you know. They're all very blocky and gray. What the fuck is... Wow. Wow. That's embarrassing. How did they not catch that at all? This is a Kickstarter game. People have spent a lot of money on this game for it to exist, and this is the best they could do. Also, this is bullshit. I am able to climb up this wall, but I cannot climb up top of this crate. Again, how did they not catch this? This is so bad. Come on. Please get up. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Oh, but there is a ladder over here. So all that platforming you did earlier didn't matter. You could have just taken a ladder. Great game design, folks. Okay, what the fuck? Look at the water particles right here. They're going backwards? What? That does not make any sense. Actually, the waterfall animation is moving backwards. It's going up instead of down. How did they not catch this? This makes no sense. And now the water looks completely different. Like, what is going on with this game? How did they think this was okay? Oh, and now the water is different again. And it's different again twice. Great. But yeah, this is all the game is. It's just a bland retread of a bunch of better games from 10 to 20 years ago that weren't even that good, let's be honest. And this is the result. All in all, this game sucks. Majorly. It sucks balls. This game is everything wrong with indie games wrapped in an over-budgeted Kickstarter game. The fact that this game even succeeded in Kickstarter is sad. It shows that people don't really know what they want and are content with buying a really mediocre 3D platformer that's no different from other 3D platformers, when really they could have saved all that money and spent it on better games by real companies that actually know what they're doing. Do not buy this game. You're better off spending money on better games from other developers. Stop overhyping mediocre garbage made by people living in their parents' house. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please give this video a like and a subscribe.